I caught myself. You probably saw that in the beginning. It was not the ninth Sunday after Pentecost. It is the 10th Sunday after Pentecost. I will catch that in the next video, I bet. I caught it earlier and earlier. Thank you for joining me. My name is William Fritz. We are going to be going into the Offertory today. Now, the Offertory today, for those of you who do your research, Ate Domine levavi. This is from the first Sunday in Advent. And some books, my book, my big fat one, gradually, it has Liber Usuale, sorry. It'll actually tell you, go to this page. So I have to go flipping pages and everything. So watch out for that if you are using a book. If you're using the internet service, then obviously it just has it right there. But the books try to save space by, when a chant is used twice, they try to copy it for both places. But let's get into it. I will redo this stream for the Sunday in Advent because I think there's a lot to be gained from redoing something over and over and over, right? So instead of a linear kind of progression, the liturgical year is not just a circle, right? So there's linear, circular progression where you just come back to the same thing and you're bored out of your gourd. It's a helical progression, right? So you're going in a circle, but you're ever going deeper into the mystery. So that's the idea why we do the same chants every year. And sometimes why it's used again. I wonder why it was used this Sunday. And, maybe some of you could leave that in the chat below. Let's get into it. I had trouble finding the button there. So when I said we were doing another, when I wanted to keep it under 20 minutes, I realized the last one went over 20 minutes by 3 minutes. So hopefully this will be under 20, and we'll get through it. It's a short one. So Ate Domine levavi. Now, this one we're going to use our typical starting pitch of we're going to be in the key of F minor, air quotes around that, and you'll see why. Not in this one, but in other ones you'll see why. And not truly, it's a Dorian mode, which gives a sharp or natural 6th degree of the scale. But we're in F minor, so our starting pitch will be C. So it'll C, E flat, F. Ate. This is pretty typical for our choir. I know some choirs go up a little. They'll maybe do it in G. Ate, ate. Sorry, that was a little too high. G is pretty high. If you have a super high choir, it can do it in A, but I think F works well for our choir because we have a good mix of tenors and basses, so hitting the kind of sweet spot between them is important. So we're very blessed. And while I'm talking about blessed, let's subscribe and ring the bell because it's a blessing for me to be able to do this, and I want to share that with everyone. Yeah. So, all right, here we go. Oh, I love that. That's a spring-loaded jump, right? So you get you're going 3 times, right? How boring would that be in like modern music, right? Just go. Sounds really boring. I love to spring-load it. When you repeat something in medieval thought, repeating something, they were fascinated with it. So a repetition of a musical phrase means something to them. It's not just repeating it again. Even just repeating it exactly the same, it just intrigued the mind. I'm doing it again, exactly the same, but it's forward in time and it comes after this iteration, which makes it mean something different. So it's very interesting. But when you have something like this, I like to spring load it and then pop up to the top note. Only the cantor will get to do this in most cases. But if it ever happens again in this piece, I'm not seeing one, then we'll do that. But there you go. So if you're cantoring or intoning this, this is your shot. Arte Domine. Notice that top note, because of the shape of the neumes, you crescendo through that. I think this is going to come up multiple times. I see a few of them. Whenever there's 3 notes up top, the strophica, so meaning many notes on one thing, there's a difference. Look at animam in the next phrase right here. Ah. We're going to crescendo through this, decrescendo, and then hold it lightly at the end, because that's the way the neumes kind of are shaped. So we're going to follow that. That's why they wrote it that way. All right. Now I promise we'll get past the cantor intonation. Arte Domine. Air, you need it. Levavi animam. Gorgeous. You hear, it wasn't so successful this time, but animam. You crescendo on the first one. The second one is just lightly hit and stays at the same volume. And that mom, the torculus there has that kind of up and down feel, right? I even conducted that. Mom, meam. Now so if you think about it in a certain sense, this is an upside down torculus, right? A lot of times they group them together in books. Because you have be ba bum, ba ba bum, but shaped a little different, of course. So it's a little bit opposite. Let's keep going. Deus meus in te confido, non erupescam, neque irrideant me inimi. That's a hard little phrase there. So, irrideant me, we have, I said that wrong, irrideant me. It's important because you want to hold on to the first note, the punctum here, and then the qualisma, passing tone, pass right through it. Neque irrideant me inimici mei, et enim universi qui te expectant. That's a tricky one. So that quarter bar there, if you do a full stop, it's weird. I agree with everyone who does just blow right through that. But it's there. We're gonna observe it, but make it a quarter breath. Et enim universi qui, and it makes more sense. Notice here, you get a really good sense of why those liquescents are there. Versi, because it's warning you to make that liquescence there, right? I'll start from et enim. Et enim universi qui te expectant, non conformi is a beautiful work of art. And so let's sing that again. I don't think I have any. Oh, on expectant. That's pretty low for the song, and a couple of those notes. Make sure lots of air comes out, and you don't push, right? Because then it'll go tant, and then that's bad. No one would actually do that, but I have to over-exaggerate for my point to be made. Then is it a real point? So let's start from the beginning. We'll sing through it as per usual, and we'll call that an offertory. Arte Domine, levavi animam meam. Deus meus, in te confido, non ero pescam, neque irideant me inimici mei, et enim universi qui te expectant, non confundentur. Great. Now that is an offertory. Now, my little scratchies in my voice right towards the end. But I pushed through it, right? I relaxed and I made sure that I had more air. I had to take a lot of breaths here on expectant because I knew that if I ran out of air just a little bit, it was going to kind of crack and kind of the scratchy vocal fry would come out. And yes, I could always warm up, right? I already did one video, so I kind of technically did warm up. So, yeah, I think it just happens, and maybe more of that in the next video, because I have my own theories on chant and parish music, but it's kind of not a theory. It's like a thing. Anyway, if you like that, please subscribe. I think I already told you to, but I'll tell you again. Please subscribe, click the bell notification, and watch me have burps and everything. But you can join me every week. I want to stream these and kind of have them up there for anyone who's interested in learning, kind of by just watching someone go through, singing the chant, making random comments. Literally, I make random comments, and preparing for this Sunday, and beautiful patrimony of the church. So, and if you have a chance, just leave a comment down below. I think YouTube likes the algorithm. The algorithm likes when people interact with the video. So give it thumbs up, comment down there, give it thumbs down, give bad comments down there. It all helps, right? So God bless you all, and we'll see you in the next video. We'll do the communion next and squeeze in that gradual and hallelujah. Bye now.